My name is Emily. On every July 4th, the world around me roars to life with the sights and sounds of joyous celebration. But this particular year, the anticipated fireworks of Independence Day would serve as a terrifying backdrop to a night I'll never forget. My husband Peter and I lived in a quiet town in Pennsylvania. Peter loved the holiday. He reveled in the patriotic parties and the explosive spectacle of the evening. That year, he had decided to head over to our neighbour's massive annual barbecue early to set up the fireworks display. I had some work to wrap up, so I told him I'd join him later. As dusk fell, I made my way towards the party, guided by the glow of the setting sun and the sounds of revelry. Halfway there, my phone buzzed, a blocked number. I answered, only to be met with a disturbingly familiar voice that froze me in my tracks. "Hello, Emily," the voice croaked. It was vaguely familiar, a haunting whisper from a past I'd thought was buried, a past that was embodied by the name he used to call me, Little Ems. It was Robert, my abusive ex-boyfriend. He had disappeared from my life years ago, leaving me bruised and battered. Yet here he was, his voice triggering memories of fear and pain that I'd worked so hard to forget. "Why are you calling me, Robert?" I asked, my voice trembling. "Just wanted to watch the fireworks with you, Little Ems." I felt a cold dread wash over me. I'd left that part of my life behind, found safety in Peter's arms, and yet the spectre of Robert had somehow managed to infiltrate my peaceful existence. Hastily, I told him to stay away and hung up. Continuing my walk to the party, my steps became less assured. The once comforting darkness of the evening now took on an ominous cast. The first fireworks exploded in the sky, the vivid colours illuminating the street momentarily. Another burst followed, casting strange dancing shadows around me. Then, one of those shadows moved, and I caught a glimpse of a figure standing at the end of the street. My heart pounded in my chest as I quickened my pace, praying that it was just my imagination. But then my phone buzzed again. This time a text message. An unknown number. "I can see you, Little Ems." I screamed, breaking into a sprint. The once jubilant explosions of the fireworks now seemed to echo the frantic drumming of my heart. The cheers and laughter around me morphed into a frightening cacophony. Running, I reached the party, panting and frantic. I told Peter everything, his jovial face growing serious with concern. He called the police immediately, and they promised to patrol the area and track the phone number. But the horror of that night was far from over. Hours later, while the party was in full swing, I went inside the house to use the bathroom. As I walked out, a hand clamped over my mouth, and I was pulled into a dark room. In the dim light, I saw Robert's twisted smile. "You can't get away from me, Little Ems." But he was wrong. I had escaped once, and I was stronger now. I bit his hand hard, and as he yelped in pain, I pushed him away and screamed for help. The door burst open, and Peter and a few other men from the party rushed in. Robert tried to escape but was quickly apprehended. By the time the police arrived, he was restrained and ready for them. That 4th of July, the fireworks that illuminated the night sky also illuminated a terrifying ghost from my past. It was a horrifying ordeal, a twisted celebration of Independence Day that led to my ultimate freedom from the fear that Robert might return. As I watched him being taken away in the police car, I knew my nightmare was finally over. Each year since, the 4th of July is a reminder of my true independence. My freedom not just as an American, but as a woman who stood against her fears and won.